recording and yeah. So today's problem is about an interesting case study. A partial data from this is actually a real life data. Not completely, but a partial part of it. Now, let me just give me a minute. Let me just exit my screen. Okay. So today we have to write a query to fetch just a second, let me drop if there is anything. Yeah. So today we have to write a query to basically fetch the record of the name of a channel whose weekly reach is increasing every week. And currently the one that we have in data is week 38, week 39, and week 40. Correct? So every week, one of the companies called as BARC, Broadcast Audience Research Council, they release the actual viewership of each channel by weeks. Okay, so every week there is data that comes in, which is very interesting. You guys can go and learn something from that data. Also, one thing that you guys can do is create some sort of analysis from that data. That's an excellent resource for data or any sort of research that you guys are doing. Now, coming back to our problem statement, there is this table basically has a column called as channel name. It has weekly reach average. Suppose week 40 is going on. So what is a reach average in that case for that particular channel? And which week we are in, that is week number. Now, what is our job? Our job is to get that channel's name out whose weekly reach increases every week. So we have week 38, week 39, and 40. We want to ensure that every week this particular channel's reach is increasing. And that's where we will say, okay, cool, everything is happening properly now, right? So now that you guys understand this particular question, did everyone understand the problem statement first and foremost? Did everyone understand the problem statement? Yes or no in the chats? Okay, great. Amazing. Okay, so let us go ahead and run. Okay, Mubashi, the idea is that we want to fetch the channel name for which every week the reach of the channel is increasing. Reach meaning the number of people reached. So that's it. Should we calculate weekly reach increasing only for 30th? Reach is there. We have to only ensure, wait, I'll just show the data so that there's no confusion. Let me run this query and get back to your question. So, okay, let me just run this drop channel first. Now let me run this. Okay, let us see the data, okay? So let's start from channel data. Okay. So right now what you see on the screen is star mark has basically 3 records, week 38, week 39, week 40. And then we have the reach for each week. What was the reach? So what we have to do is we have to find out the name of those channel for which the reach has increased, not decreased. Okay, did everyone understand the problem statement now? I hope this makes everything easy. Okay, great. Chris, you don't need an ER diagram for this. It's a very, very simple, just one table. We have 3 columns, so I don't think ER diagram is needed at this point. Now, keeping all the thoughts aside, let us build on how can we write solution for this, okay? First thing first, one thing you have to think about is how are you going to approach this problem? Immediately when you have to see something which is below this, if you have to see in something in this order, like you want to check this row with this row and with this row, correct? If that is the case, what is the clause that comes to your mind in the chats? If such is the problem statement, what type of clause comes to your mind in the chats? Any thoughts? Having no, Ayush? Think about it. Yes, very good, Chris. Either lag or lead. In this case, we have to see from week 38 to week 40. So which will be more appropriate, Chris? It will be lead or lag? Not lag, Ayush. It will be lead. Correct, because we want to check the next. Very good, Chris. Understood, everyone? Yes, Surbi, very good. So one thought is clear that somewhere if we want to compare such thing like row on row, we are going to use lead in this. That is one thought that we have it all clear in our head. Lead is a Windows function. So what does that mean? That means that it will come with over. Now, tell me that do we want to partition, or do we like, is there no need for partition? Anyone thoughts open in the chats? Do we need to partition it by something, or do you think there's no need to partition it by anything? Partition by channel name. Very good, Ayush. Everyone understand? We also have to partition it by channel name. We want it to occur via, very good, Chris. Everyone agrees, all other 20. Can I get a yes? Do you understand that we have to use partition by? Okay, great, great, amazing, amazing. Okay, amazing. Now, one more thought I had in head. Think about it. Do you want to ensure something more? One more safety step do you want to take? By this, I mean, do you want to use order by? And if yes, then where you want to use it? Using what? If you have to order by anything, how would you order it? When you use order by, your lead function will ensure that the flow is going. Yeah, week number, very good, Chris. Everyone understands why we are ordering by week number? Yes or no in the chats? Okay. Just one yes. What about others? I'm writing the code till then about all that we discussed. Okay. Order by week number. Agreed. Only two people in the chats. What about others? Everyone understands we are ordering it by week name, week number. Yes or no? Come on. What about, yeah, thank you. Okay, great. Now let me just complete this piece of code and let us just see what output this is going to give us for time being. Okay. So right in front of you, you can see on your screen, like for star mark, the first row is 2681, which is for week 38, and against which we got week 39. Okay. And then against week 39, what we got is week 40. But for week 40, we don't have anything below it. Okay. So there is null. So this is certain point of concern that you should have right now, that okay, there is null at the end. Let me do one thing now. Before we proceed ahead, there is one way we can tackle this problem. What if I created a column which is a column for an indicator? Say that indicator reflects a single number 1, and it shows me whether this particular thing, whether it is less than this, and then it gives us some sort of indicator to me. If I create the indicator column like that, will it help me in future to identify that, okay, there is an increasing trend or there is a decreasing trend? Do you guys agree when I say that there is a need of an indicator column? Just let me know yes or no in the chats. One yes, what about others? Correct? Correct? So, what is a good thing in our case? What is something that is good for us? Case when, very good, Chris, you're going in the right direction. So, one thing is when. We are using when statement, and how are we going to do? Sorry, case also, right? Now, listen to me. How are we going about this is that when my, what is a good thing for us if it is week 38? I want this to look like this, correct? And this is a good thing for me if the next number is greater. Is it a good thing or not? If the next number, if week 38 is less than week 39, then it's a green flag for us. Everyone, yes or no in the chats? Correct? Okay. So for my ease, what I am going to do is I am going to tell SQL that if this is the case, then I want it as 1. Else, I want it as 0 and you end it here. Now, there is one huge concern about this thing. And what is the concern? Can anyone tell me that there is a concern here? There is one thing that is getting missed out. What is getting missed out? And I'm calling this column as indicator. Okay, tell me what is the thing that is getting missed out here? Is there any row that gets missed out, or is there any row that we want to account for? Anyone in the chats can recognize what is that row that is getting missed out? Correct, Ayush. See, there is this null here. Everyone agrees. What is the case statement going to do in this case when there is nothing to compare with? What is it going to do? Right? There is a problem here. We have to do something about this. See, at the end of the day, what is there in week 40 doesn't matter because it matters. Of course, it does. But what comes after week 40 doesn't matter to us. What is the reason it doesn't matter to us? Because week 40 is not yet come. Correct? This is the present tense. Week 40 is the end. But SQL obviously does not know that. We have to do something which is slightly above our normal logic. This is where this question gets tricky, okay? I'm going to do something, okay? Now, everyone understands we can use if null. Yes, we can use if null, but what if I make sure that everywhere in all the cases, week 40 is 1. I just want to make my job easy, correct? I don't care what is there here. I just want to ensure that I keep it as 1, correct? For that, what will I do? Offset, everyone understands there is a parameter inside lead clause called as offset, which is by default 1. Everyone knows this. What about others? What about others? Everyone knows this. Only Priya knows this. Everyone know what is offset here. Okay, great. I'm going to do something, okay? There is one more parameter inside lead called as default, okay? What does it mean? We are telling lead function, in case you encounter a situation where you don't know, there is nothing below it. In case there is a situation like that, that there is no data entry to put in. I want you to write this instead. This third parameter is called default. When lead does not know what to put and it puts null, instead of that, you can specify to lead and say, okay, I rather put something like weekly reach average plus 10. If this in null, if this case happens, we can be less assured that the case statement is going to return 1 only. Yes or no in the chats? Did you understand this part? I basically want all of this week 40 to be 1. The indicator for week 40 to be 1. Because it doesn't matter what is there after that. I just want to keep this as 1. Did you guys understand this much? How it is going to impact the final picture is something we have to discuss, right? For now, I'm giving you a small picture where I am creating an indicator column. This column will look something like 0, 1, 0, or for a particular channel, everything is going to be 1. Or there will be some zeros, some ones, correct? So what will happen? Let's imagine, let's just do one thing, okay? Instead of me worrying, let me just show you in Excel so that all the doubts are clear. Everyone understands the problem state, this specifically. Yeah. Okay. I'm sharing my screen again. Just see if my Excel is visible to you guys. Yes or no in the chats? Excel is visible? Okay. Now listen. This is my first case. I am telling SQL, that's hey SQL, if this column is less than this column, if this column is less than this column, then I am going to say, okay, 1. It's false, so this is going to be 0. Okay, let me write it in if statement so that things are more simple. If this is less than this, then I'm going to say 1, otherwise 0. Everyone understands if statement here? Yes or no in the chats? Did you understand this formula in Excel? 1, yes. What about other 21? Okay. Now, I run this. First one is 0. Okay, no problem. I'm coming down. Okay. Right now, Excel is thinking null to be, it's not doing the right formula. Okay. So I'm going to remove this. Okay. Rest of the things, did you understand? The indicator, the case statement is going to do all of these things. Now, I am telling SQL that wherever there is none, I want you to do this. This is what I am telling SQL. Did you understand what the query means now? What is it going to do at the end of the day? I'm not asking that. Did you understand what we wrote in the SQL query? This is what we wrote. We told that in case you don't know, in case lead doesn't know what to do. So instead of writing null, you simply add 10. And I'm going to do the same thing here. And I'm going to do the same thing. Okay. And then I'm going to run this again. If you notice, it is anyway going to be 1. Because of the way we have created the so-called statement, we are adding 10. So obviously, this is going to be less than this. This is obvious. So we are, in other words, forcing these numbers to be 1. Why? Why are we doing it? Now, what am I going to do after this is, I'm going to put this entire table either in a CBE or either in a subquery. Okay. This is what is my plan. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to tell SQL that, hey SQL, if in case there is any channel name that has an indicator of 0, then I'm not okay with it. I want only those channel names that have indicator 1. Then SQL will give me that channel that has only indicator as 1. Do you understand now? Do you see my full picture? And what comes here does not matter. Even if it's just 1, because the main comparison is happening in these two. Correct? The main comparison is happening here. Because here you are doing A less than B, and here you are doing B less than C. So if this 2 holds true, A will obviously be less than C. So you don't have to worry. So here I'm forcing SQL to put 1, so that at the end of the day, I can get the channel that only has 1 as an indicator, and that channel is something that I'll be happy with. In our case, it is Sun TV, whose reach is increasing. Did everyone understand the logic? Yes or no in the chats? This is slightly tricky, but these are the type of interview questions that will come to you. Okay, in various other forms, they will ask you to find out in sequence, is the salary increasing over the years, or something like that. Is the reach increasing over the years? Is the view increasing? Is the sale of the product increasing over the years? This is the type of question you will see. Did you guys understand? Yes or no? I'm willing to explain again in case you guys didn't understand. Just give me a confirmation. Yes or no in the chats? No one? Explain once. Okay. So right now, these are the cases which lead is considering has. Okay. These are the cases where the lead is considering has none. I'm going to ask whether you understood at each step. Did you understand this once? That this is what we have right now in our hand? Everyone, yes or no in the chats? Okay. At the end of the day, I want to create an indicator column. Okay. This indicator column is going to indicate a number for each channel. Okay. Now it is going to compare. This indicator column is basically going to compare what? This with this. Okay. That is the first row for star bar is going to compare week 38 with week 39. This is what it is going to do. Everyone understood this is what it is going to do. The first step will be to compare week 39 with week 38 with week 39. Then this row is going to compare week 39 with week 40. Understood? What is this row going to do? Forget about this column right now. Forget about all this. Okay? Forget about all this. Just listen to what I'm saying. Okay? Did everyone understand? When we are going to pass the case statement, what is case statement actually comparing? We have case statement as what we have case statement as. We are telling, hey, you check if this is less than some lead. Correct? This is what we are doing. Everyone understood till here, yes or no in the chats? One yes, what about others? Okay. 2 yes, 3. We have 19 people. One more confirmation will help me get little dilasa that you guys are understanding. Okay. Now that we are at this stage, see, if this is going to be 1 and 1, we can be least assured that every week, if this condition holds true, if the reach is in this is the formula for reach. If this is true, okay, if this is true, that means what? It's a green flag for us. The channel's reach is increasing every week. Do you guys understand this? This means the channel's reach is increasing every week. Yes or no in the chats? Yes or no in the chats? Okay. Suppose we are writing a lead statement. Okay. Right now in this what is happening is we are having no problem in comparing this and this one. We have no problem at all. We can very easily compare week 38 with week 39. And looking at this, we can very clearly say that the week 38 is not less than week 39. In fact, it is greater than week 30. So we give our case statement will return 0. Everyone understood this 0 here? Yes or no in the chats? Correct? Yes or no in the chats? Understood 0 here? Okay. Now, here we are comparing week 39 with week 40. It is increasing. So this is one, correct? Looking at this, just these two rows, can you make a conclusion that is star mass reach increasing every week? Just tell me, is mass week reach is increasing every week? Just tell me it is increasing or it is decreasing. What will be our case? Will you give this in your query? At the end of the output, will Starma come out as a channel name? Just tell me yes or no. Because according to our problem statement, we want it to increase every week. It should not decrease one week and increase in other week. That is not what we want. We want Starma to increase from week 38 to week 40. It has to be increasing. It is increasing, it is not. Because here it is decreasing. We want this to hold true. We want this to hold true. Every week, star mass reach should increase. It should not be that in 1 week it is going down, then it's going up. ये नहीं होना चाहिए. I want कि तीनों week में थोड़ा सा तो बढ़ रहा है. It can be week 10, 20, 30. week 38 में थोड़ा बड़ा, फिर थोड़ा बड़ा, फिर थोड़ा बड़ा. ठीक है. इधर week 39, इधर week 40, राइट? थोड़ा थोड़ा बढ़ रहा है. दिस इज व्हाट आई वांट. आई डोंट वांट 1 week के कम हो गया फिर बढ़ गया. एवरीवन अंडरस्टूड दैट स्टार मार्क शुड नॉट स्टैंड आउट. स्टार मार्क इज समथिंग दैट आई डू नॉट वांट in my final answer. Okay? Just so that I am double sure that you guys have understood, we'll take one more case. Okay? In this case, we'll take star plus week 38 and week 39. Clearly decreasing 0. Again, week 39, week 40, clearly decreasing. Tell me whether star plus will be enough final output or not. Yes or no in the chance. It will not be, correct? Now, Sun TV. Week 38 and week 39 comparison. You can see from 2097 to 2200. It is increasing in 1 week. And from 2200 to 2486, it is increasing again. So this is an increasing trend. Will Sun TV come in the final output? Yes or no in the chats? 1 confirmation, 2 confirmation, 3 confirmation. What about others? Okay, great. Now that you understand what we want Sun TV at the end of the day. Okay, so this is very clear that I am comparing. I don't want any channel जिसके अंदर 0 has to do at all. 0 indicator में आया तो there is a problem. I don't want 0. Understood my concern? I want channel जिसमें सारे 1 है. Do you understand that much? कि I want a channel that has the indicator 1. All the rows should have indicator 1. Agreed? Yes or no in the chats? Okay, Kavya says yes. What about others? Okay, one more yes. I want a channel जिसमें सारे rows 1 हो. That's what I want. What about others? Only 2 people confirmed. I need to know you guys are understanding. Come on. I am saying that मुझे ऐसा channel चाहिए जिसमें मेरे सारे indicator 1. Only 2 responses. What about others? मैं भी नाम बुलाऊं क्या? Anita, Ayush, Surbhi, Rajkiran. Can you please confirm, guys? Okay. 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 Others also, I didn't take your name, but I would really wish you say yes or no. Okay. So I am at this point where I want the channel जिसमें सारे indicator 1. There is a problem. Lead is not able to do anything about these rows. This is a huge problem to. This is causing a huge problem to. Everyone agrees that these rows are problem. Can you say yes or no in the chats? Okay. Now that you agree with this, I want to fix it. So what I do is, in lead, I give the column name where I want lead. There is an offset which I want. Kitna step chahiye? Default is 1. Default offset is equal to 1. Okay? So I don't have to worry. There is something called as यहाँ पे default. Okay? What does this third parameter mean is, when lead does not know, क्या करें? That time, instead of null, if I want lead to do anything else, I can put something here. Okay. So what I did is, here I told that I want you to do this. When you don't know कि क्या number आएगा, तो null मत डालो. Instead of null, you do average week plus 10. अभी 10 क्यों? It can be plus 1 also. It can be anything. ठीक है, मैंने फिलहाल plus 10 डाला. तो इससे क्या होगा पता है? This particular row plus 10 होगा. This will be plus 10. And this will be plus 10. You can do anything, okay? And now, these are by default going to be 1. Okay? Will this row matter to me? Because the main decision goes if there is any 0. Anyway, I'm rejecting it. Will this matter to me? I'm just trying to solve a problem that has been caused because of lead. So I'm just trying to overcome. Overcome what I'm doing कि मैं कैसे बोल रही हूँ कि ठीक है +10 कर दो और उसको 1 आने दो. It doesn't matter. If there is any problem, it will be shown in the first 2 rows itself because the main comparison is happening here only. This becoming 1 is not going to be of matter. I'm just overcoming a problem of lead. Does everyone understand now? Yes or no in the chat? ये I am setting for default 1. ठीक है, इससे कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. Even if it is 1, it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm just overcoming a trouble that I have with lead. I got 1 yes, I got 2 yes. What about others? I need a confirmation right now that you understood that this is just I'm overcoming a problem that is there. Okay, very good, very good. Now, I'm going to put this entire thing into a CTE. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to tell SQL कि भाई तुम मुझे वो चैनल दे दो जिसके लिए there's no 0. I don't want 0. Everything is 1. Okay? मुझे वो चैनल दो. So it is very nicely going to give me Sun TV in return. Did you guys understand what I'm trying to do? Can I move to SQL now? Can I move to PG admin? Okay? I got 2 confirmation, 3 confirmation, 1 more I need. No one is confirming. Okay, thank you so much. Great. So now that we understand this, I'm going to come back. I'm going to save this entire indicator table into a CTE called as compare tabs. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select from that. I'm going to basically just select the channel data. And at the end of the day, I'm going to ensure that I am filtering out that channel name which does not have, which is not a part of an indicator zero. Okay, let me just run this piece of code and then we'll discuss further. Now it is very nicely returning to me Sunday. Did you understand? Because this is the only channel that has all ones. Correct? Everyone understood? Depending upon what the interviewer asks, you can have distinct channel name written here or whatever you want to do after this. But at the end of the day, whenever you are in a problem where you face that you have to see the trend, okay, next 4 weeks में क्या trend है, next 5 weeks में क्या trend है, always remember that this is the shortcut you use and this is how you overcome the problem of the last week. Whenever there is always going to be a last row that is not going to have a null value, and this is how you are going to overcome it. Everyone understood this problem? Yes or no in the chat? This is the unique problem. Of course, this type of interview question is something Kalpesh has asked in interviews to candidates, and there are people who face such sort of interview questions. But what is different is you are learning the method, and this is going to be very interesting when you face such a problem. You are going to know how. Everyone enjoyed the problem statement, and this is the problem statement exclusively done by only whoever the 20 people that came right now. This is first time I have created the data set just now. So very exciting that we're solving something new at the same time, something that is very much asked in interview. Okay, amazing guys. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you tomorrow.